Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, the truth is that there is a big problem with the Moi University domiciled in Uasin Gishu County. And the problem did not start today. But there are so many questions being raised about this until this discussion has now been taken to the Senate and National Assembly. In 2016, Professor Laban Ayiro, as of now, is the Vice Chancellor at Stureh University, and you know how it is performing. By that time in 2016, he was supposed to replace the then outgoing Professor Richard Mibei. There was a big problem. From the then Governor Mandago, Oscar Sudi, I also saw the former non-legislative member of parliament, Alfred Keter, among other politicians, gathered and mobilized to chase Professor Laban Ayiro from Moi University, simply because in their mind, they wanted a Kalenjin, Isaac Sankosgei, to take over from the then outgoing Vice Chancellor Richard Mibei. So, in the Senate, the Vihiga Senator Godfrey Oswald raised an issue about the act of Mandago, who is now the senator and he was in the House, as far as the issue of tribalism and education institution is concerned. But Mandago was trying to silence then Godfrey Oswald from exposing his act, from attempting to expose his role in the failing of Moi University.
Mr. Speaker, I want to comment on the statement by Senator Cherargei regarding the status of Moi University. Mr. Speaker, it is sad to hear what is happening at Moi University, being one of our premier universities in this country. But I want to say that I think the status of Moi University should actually inform us as politicians not to interfere with education institution. Mr. Speaker, we remember one Professor Laban Ayiro, who is my constituent, a very renowned professor, wanted to turn around Moi University. But he was just ejected from that university because of tribalism. And now, the professor has converted Stureh University to be the Kenyan equivalent of Harvard University. So that tells you, as leaders, we should stop interfering with the running of our universities and make them purely academic without any political interference, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I've had the Senator for Vihiga making allegations that Professor Ayiro was chased out of Moi University because of tribalism. Understanding Order 105, Honorable Speaker, because that university falls squarely in my county. I am a politician from that county. Can he substantiate? And what is the place of interviews in terms of selection of vice chancellors in this country?
Senator Osotsi,
Mr. Speaker,
kindly proceed to substantiate.
Mr. Speaker, the Senator for Uasin Gishu should first of all declare conflict of interest in this matter. Because when the good professor was being ejected from the university, he was a governor of Uasin Gishu and is among the politicians who ejected the good professor from that university. Mr. Speaker, Professor Laban Ayiro is my constituent. I have a right to defend him, Mr. Speaker. So, and I'm ready to defend him anywhere, including on the moon.
Senator
Mr.
Osotsi,
Speaker.
you know, you've made one more allegation. One, the first one was that the good professor was chased away of the university on tribal basis. That's one. Secondly, that the senator for Uasin Gishu County, Senator Mandago, actually directly was involved in chasing away the professor. You need to substantiate those two allegations.
Mr. Speaker, what I'm talking about is facts, and the truth will set you free. I am ready to substantiate. It is common knowledge that Senator Mandago was the then governor of Uasin Gishu, and together with the then senator, they participated in ejecting Professor Ahiro from Moi University. And I'm ready to substantiate, Mr. Speaker. Next week, I'm ready to substantiate.
Order, I think Senator
I would like
for next week.
Boni Khalwale to inform me.
Yeah, Honorable Osotsi has requested for time so that he can substantiate. So Senator Osotsi will proceed to substantiate next week.
Mr. Speaker, I'm ready to substantiate, and I want Dr. Boni Khalwale to inform.
All right. You can proceed to inform Senator Osotsi.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Senator of Vihiga for accepting to be informed. Senators, we should recall that a few days ago, we voted to remove Deputy President and tribalism was on the card. Mr. Speaker, a video has been doing rounds, and the person depicted is the senator of Uasin Gishu, former Governor Mandago. And Mr. Speaker, in that video, it is recalling the role he played in removing Professor Ahiro. Mr. Speaker, sir, because of the seriousness of tribalism, we should call out the senator of Uasin Gishu. Mr. Speaker, I was in this house. I remember we moved a motion and we call out honorable senators.
Definitely, Mandago is trying to deny a role that he played as far as, chasing Ahiro, who happened to come from Vihiga, where actually I also come from. Let me declare my interest. He's trying to distance himself from what he was able to do. And I want to walk you through what he was able to do and the current failures at Moi University. In fact, the staff are now, begging forgiveness from Professor Ahiro, and indeed they're suffering. Not that there's no money, but there is misuse of funds. That's the reality. But I have a quick request here. From yesterday, I have been here requesting for your support to help get money to buy iron sheets so that they can fix a church roofing. I was there earlier to help them put up the beams because they had already constructed the church, but they don't have money to put the beams. That is Lindo. Then again, also, I was able to get them some logs to split and get enough frames that they can lay before they put the iron roofs. So the problem is that they don't have the iron sheets. And my grandmother has been asking me, why can't you talk to your friends to help us? Because I've been seeing you trying to reach out to other people and your friends have been really supportive. And I asked her, just come and talk to them. So I want to listen to her just in 1 minute. Then we will continue. And if you're touching the story, I'm going to put the number, the M-Pesa number, whereby you can channel your support in order for us to be able to help them complete the church building. Hi guys, now today I'm here with my grandmother and I have been visiting their church. She has been really requesting me to try and help so that they can finish the construction of this church. Kuna vile wamekwama. So leo nikasema nitakuja nimwambia ongea na nyinyi ili na nyinyi pia msikie kama mnaweza guzwa pia mwasaidie ili waweze kuweka roofing kwa hii kanisa. Tumejaribu sana, tumejaribu kuweka linde ilikuwa imesimama, and pia tumeenda hatua pia tukapata frames zenye nataka fix, but they don't have iron sheets na hawana pia milango na madirisha. So ningependa pia wasalimie, awaambie majina yake, alafu pia waambie mwenyewe. Unaweza kusalimia.
Naitwa Enis Tehema. Na huyu ni mjukuu wangu. Mwambia aongee na nyinyi marafiki yake mtusaidie kanisa kujenga na mapato. Hakuna mapato. Kama mtusaidia tutaomba Mungu abariki.
Now for any support you can channel in through the M-Pesa number that I'm going to give you, 0708340092. And I had mentioned some names of the individuals who had already sent in their contribution, but in the evening I will also be giving a shout out to the other people who have already added in their contribution. The name is Charles Inangungwa. The middle name Stureh will not appear, but that is the number. Thank you so much and be blessed as you stretch your hand to support the church. Now, what Senator Mandago, together with the Kapsaret MP Oscar Sudi and the former Nandils MP Alfred Keter asked for is what they were later served with. Professor Ayiro is now at Daystar University. It is doing well, as Osote has said, but Moi is going down on its knees. Imagine this is the same university that was able to construct an institution gate at a cost of 29.8 million Kenyan shillings. They are doing so at the same time when they are not in a position for the vice chancellor to make sure that the lecturers are being paid, the staffs are being paid. And you know, the secret is that when you want to steal the money, you have to put some projects going on. That's how thieves have been stealing from us. At least have some project. Then you can over budget for that. That's one of the reasons that informed the cost of this gate. So after all this, we are now seeing the staff and even the residents protesting against Isaac Sang Kosgei. They want him out.
The appointment of vice chancellors in all public universities and principals of university colleges is covered clearly in the Universities Act 2012.
The appointment of Ayiro was made following a request by the Moi University Council in a letter dated September 19, 2016, seeking Matiang'i's approval to appoint from a list of 3 professors, 1 person as an acting vice-chancellor.
They sent me a list of 3 people who could be appointed to act as VC until the process of appointing a new VC is complete.
The protesting leaders have threatened to disrupt Friday's graduation ceremony, but Matiang'i and outgoing VC Professor Richard Mibei have said this will not happen. Other leaders too have condemned the act by Mandago and his allies.
Aliapply hiyo kazi, kama ingekuwa wakalia watakikani wangerudishia application yake ambayo watakikani.
Nothing would be more unreasonable. Nothing would be more archaic. Nothing would be more stupid than to expect that professors be given jobs based on their ethnic background.
The PSS and I cannot engage in a conversation with politicians. We are public servants, so I cannot comment about anyone's comments. That is it. And as I've kept saying, and no one is saying there is a bit or a part of the law that we have broken.
Hakuna graduation kama hakuna vice chancellor anaitwa kusikia wakwende huko.
The disquiet is all due to a recent change in the chain of command at the university. The acting Vice-Chancellor, Laban Ayiro, was due to be confirmed as a substantive Vice-Chancellor, but the area leadership in the section of the university would have none of that.
We are only telling the minister, perform your duties. Release the appointment letter of one Professor Isaac Kosgei. Yes.
Huyu Kosgei hatukumsaidia kufanya interview. Alifanya interview yake mwenyewe, akapatikana akiwa namba 1. Ni lazima tutetee watu wetu. Hatuwezi kufungwa mguu na mkono, halafu anasema mfuate nyayo. Nyayo ya kazi gani?
Kwani tukiwa wakarimu tumekuwa pumbavu? Alafu tukisema kitu mnaanza kubadilisha na kusema ukabila. Kwendeni huko. Mimi nawaambia nazi banduki hapo hapo.
Tunataka tueleze Matiang'i atoke wazi na aeleza wa Kenya. Sisi kama viongozi wa Uasin Gishu na bonde la Ufa tukiongozwa na gavana wetu hatuna makosa yoyote. Hiyo ilikuwa haki yetu na hiyo appointment apeane mara moja. Atuombi.
Na kama Matiang'i unataka kupigwa pia box Kisii, jaribu kufanya yale mambo unajaribu kuleta ukabila pale Moi University.
The Ministry of Education still holds that the recruitment process for a successor of Professor Richard Mibei, who has been at the helm for 10 years, is still on course, and thus Professor Ayiro shall continue to act for the next 3 months or until a substantive Vice-Chancellor is found. But leaders from the South Rift region have disagreed with their counterparts in the North.
Tulikuwa nafikiri Moi University ni ya Kenya. Kumbe ni ya watu fulani. Tunasikia wengine wanataka pigana huko.
Meanwhile,
Wacha tuongee kwanza alafu tutasema.
Dokta. Nani ametuzoea? Ananunua pinga, ananunua punda.
Ayiro alikuwa amepatisha miezi miwili tu ili amalize hizo pesa ya kulipa, lakini saa hii tuko years in arrears na tunashangaa tutaenda wapi. Sababu ma professors mnaona hapa, ma professors wanaenda nyumbani retire, wana retire na hakuna unaenda retire na unaenda kuanza maisha aje. Si ni kuambiwa uende ukufe. So what we want Moi University to pay everything cross, sio hiyo ya kutulipa na kukata ingine na kupeleka kwenye hatujajua. Mwisho nataka niambie president ni jina uligarau ama ni nini? President Kipchirchir Ruto, ujue kwamba Moi University iko your county. Mbona usirisk Moi University na only 4.2 billion? Hiyo ni pesa kidogo sana. Kama ana risk other institutions na mabilioni mingi, mbona usirisk Moi University? Au watoto wenye wako hapa karibu 50,000, sisi tukigoma nani atawafundisha? Nataka President Ruto asikie leo na asikie kwamba tumesema a risk Moi University, otherwise this is our university and we want it the best.
Tunaumia, hata tunataka kuomba Professor Ayiro msamaha, sababu hatuko tunajua ni nini hasa tutakuja kuona hapa. Sasa tunaangalia Ayiro alinilipia loan. Tangu Professor Ayiro aende, loan yangu ijailipo. In fact niko kotini, nimepelekwa kotini na Faulu Bank ambaye sielewi ninaenda kufanya nini kotini na payslip yangu inakatwa. At the same time Moi University tunapewa cover ya kitibu, lakini ikifika inaitwa wanasema jina, lakini the services ambayo tunaenda kupata ni tofauti. Uendi kupata the real thing. In Moi University you cannot get the real thing in Moi University. Kusemwa, kutenda, hakuna. Na tunataka kuomba President, Mr. President, William Chirchir Samoei, alisema akiwa Keses, nitamaliza shida ya Moi University in 1 month. And for now, tunaona ni almost 4 years. Hatujamuona, hatujasikia akiongelea mambo ya Moi University. Why is it Moi University inakufa? Na hii ndio university ambayo iko nyumbani, iko Wasingishu City. Na tunataka kuomba governor, kama kuna kitu anajua kuhusu Moi University, akuje nje atuambie ni nini, kwa sababu sisi ni staff, tunaumia, hatujui ni nani tunalilia. President anasikia ananyamaza, governor anasikia ananyamaza. Hata hivi sasa tunaenda kwa barabara, all professor ni nani, daktari wanaenda kwa barabara.
So when you look at the statement by Godfrey Osoti, where is the lie? Osoti was truthful, he was factual, and even Khalwale reminded them about the video that were doing around the social media. In this generation, nothing you can hide under the sun. It will be exposed. Mandago has nowhere to hide. He has to face reality. Oscar Sudi and Kater have nowhere to hide. They are a part of the problem at Moi University. When you are being controlled by tribalism in your head, here is some of the results that are being served with. So where is the lie here? I don't see any lie. Even the staff are apologizing to the good professor Ahiro. Now they are suffering under this new regime. And by that time, Professor Laban Ahiro was just the deputy VC. So that's the reality of things. These people have nowhere to hide. They should come out and apologize. Simple. I'm wondering, if it was a professor in one of the universities within Vihiga County where Ahiro is coming from, a professor from Rift Valley, assume a college, who is being chased here, imagine what they can feel. It's bad, but I don't think such can happen. People are well civilized. We can't go that extent, but this was very sad and uncalled for.